What's up, YouTube? So before we get started with this video on Get Up, they're going to be talking about Tom Brady and Sam Darnold. So let's see what they have to say about that.
Man, it's actually not a phrase that's uncommon in football. It's something that we use. I even said it while I was playing that sometimes Tom Brady sees ghosts. And so what's more scary for me is that they couldn't find a way to fix this, that he wasn't prepared or coached up in the way that he should have been before the game, and then that he and Adam Gase couldn't make adjustments.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, I mean, come on. What do you think was really going to happen against for a rookie and Sam Darnold going against arguably the GOAT, Tom Brady, the #1 defense in the league right now, Bill Belichick? I mean, what do you think was going to happen? What do you think was going to happen? Of course, Sam Darnold's seeing ghosts everywhere. They're tricking him. They have all types of schemes and plays and going to trick him. Bill Belichick has schemes to trick some of the best quarterbacks, let alone a rookie in his second game playing. What do you really think was going to happen with Sam Darnold? Come on. So let's continue.
Everything Ryan said. I've been a part of many games, and we watched some film before the show today of us tricking Peyton Manning, us tricking Aaron Rodgers, them thinking a blitz was coming and it not coming, and them throwing an interception. So the seeing ghost things, something that happens to every quarterback. The fact that he said it, I think makes some people uncomfortable. It doesn't bother me, but I do agree with Le'Veon Bell. That's normally not something we show. There are a lot of sideline conversations that would embarrass a lot of players in this league.
There were always a lot of sideline conversations that were embarrassed players, but at least Sam Darnold, he was honest. He was like, look, I don't know what the heck's going on out there. I'm seeing ghosts. People are checking in and out of coverages. There's all types of things going on out there, and it's just getting wild out there. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. That's exactly what Bill Belichick and the defensive coordinator planned for. It's just, you just heard Sam Darnold say it. Everybody goes through that. All quarterbacks go through that when you're playing against top quality teams. But Sam Darnold just happened to verbalize it. And again, what did you really think was going to happen with a rookie playing in his second game and he goes against the New England Patriots? What did you think was going to happen? And how much coaching could you really do? And how much film could you really watch to prepare a rookie to go against that type of new beast in the New England Patriots? What do you think was going to happen? So let's continue.
Des, I want you to share for those of the audience who weren't with us yesterday and for these guys who weren't with us yesterday, what you saw there, because you talked about Sam Darnold and the fact that coming into the NFL, this was the big question mark on him to begin with.
Yeah, the big knock coming on into the NFL with Sam Darnold with scouts was that this was a guy who was a turnover machine at USC. His final season there, he led all Power 5 quarterbacks with 22 turnovers. I didn't understand why they think that was going to change once he got to the NFL. As far as him saying goes, I think that Adam Gase, don't forget, it's his first year on the job, right? And Sam, he missed a lot of games because he had the kissing disease. So don't forget. Now, so Gase didn't know how his quarterback is going to act under pressure. So this is his first time under pressure. He expects some football terminology. Hey, coach, listen, I thought the mic was going to come, the wheel come. It seemed like another guy came from the sideline. It's like they got 13 guys on the field. He hits Gase with, coach, I'm seeing ghosts out there.
You're right about that. And
I think go get the psychologist.
Yeah, Gase might be like, we need an.
So they're right about this. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut them off. But like I said, what did you expect? You got a rookie going against, arguably the best right there, the New England Patriots. Of course he's going to be seeing a ghost. I think what happened is everybody hyped up Sam Darnold because he beat the Cowboys, which are having some issues with themselves. But everybody hyped him up because he beat the Cowboys, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's the next the great quarterback in New York." I think at one point, some other show last week, they said he's the savior of New York, and he saved New York this week, or whatever situation is. Like, look, you're hyping him up, you're setting him up, and talking about him like he's going to be the next savior of New York when he's got a huge game next week coming up. We'll see how he does against New England, and it just all fell apart. Which I can't blame Sam Darnold because he's only a rookie. This is only his second game. So what were people really expecting? That's why I was like last week, I made a video on him. I was like, look, he's not the savior of New York at this point. You can't call that right now. You can't call that yet. But just because he won one game with the Cowboys and now they're 1-4. Granted, I know last week was his first game, but still, don't hype him up too much because next week when he gets beat up by Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and that #1 defense, everybody's going to start tearing him down. Like, maybe he's not the guy that we expect. Like I said, he went against a whole new type of beast in the New England Patriots. That's a whole nother type of breed of animal going against the New England Patriots versus dealing with the Dallas Cowboys or really any other team. So let's continue.
Exorcist, we need Peter Venkman. I'm not a football coach.
He's trying to see what he's got in this young
Some
quarterback.
blame needs to go to Gase also because the plays that they were running cannot beat that defense. So that's on him too.
Well, I think
the whole
obviously
in halftime.
He ain't got no ghost beating plays, man.
It's fair. It's all in part of it, but I think this goes to Sam Darnold's immaturity, both emotionally and mentally. When you get to the sideline and you're flustered in that way, your coach is more so trying to talk you down from a psychological and emotional standpoint than he is trying to give you schematics. And that's a bigger issue to me because I don't know how you coach a guy out of that.
I understand. I don't need your
Again, like I said, the coaches should have told him, and everybody should have known already. Like, look, you're going to be going against the best, pretty much. Okay, you're going to be going against a team that's what 7-0 at this point in time. They're the defending champions. They've been through the Super Bowl the past 3 years. They've got 6 wins, Super Bowl wins. I mean, what did you really think was going to happen? What did Sam Darnold think was going to happen going out there? That you're just going to blow up, the undefeated squad right now and Tom Brady and outsmart Bill Belichick and, make all these checks and balances and win the game? I mean, what was everybody expecting? That's why last week I was like, look, Sam Darnold, he beat the Cowboys, but let's not blow him up like he's the savior of New York. Let's not do that because he's got a big game coming up that next week. And sure enough, the New England Patriots beat him up, which I can't be mad at him because he's done with the Patriots. But that's what happens when you hype somebody up too much. They go against a big dog and get beat down. It is what it is. So let's continue.
Psychology, give me a play. Give me something that's going to beat this. They kept throwing him out
when I'm
with
trying to stop
5-step drops while they running 5 guys.
He's trying to stop him from crying, though.
You know how you stop me from crying? Give me something that's going to work. Stop throwing me out there and letting these boys
say
off on me.
or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe the reality here is that everyone is right. Maybe the reality is that Darnold was flustered by this, that has been his problem going back to college, continues to be. He's still only 22 years old, and I mean, Dan Orlovsky told us last week exactly what the Patriots were going to do to the Jets, and yet somehow Adam Gase seemed completely unprepared for it. At least his quarterback wasn't
if you go back to the first interception, he makes the right read. It's a cover zero blitz. He has the press out. He's expecting Devin McCourty to be run off with Le'Veon Bell.
What are you seeing from him on the field right now?
Tom Brady isn't the Tom Brady that can make everyone better. Tom Brady isn't the guy that you can throw no-name wide receivers with and you have this prolific offense. But I do think he understands that. If you listen to him talk, if you listen to him post-game, we need to get better. We need to take better care of some of these opportunities and be more successful. So he knows these things, and that's why you go out and get Mohamed Sanu. The other part is this: when you start trying to read the tea leaves of what's going on with Tom Brady, you never know because he looks at every year as a singular year, and can he move on from there?
Yeah, but you
I mean, let's be for real now. I mean, let's keep it real. If Tom Brady is not doing so good, he's not the player that he used to be, he's not making people better around him, and he's 7-0. I mean, he's 7-0. If that's the type of Tom Brady that's not the one or the guy that he used to be, and he's not making people better around him, I don't want to change anything. He's 7-0. If that's the case, I don't want to have a quarterback that is making everybody better around him. He's an excellent leader. He's doing this and that, but he's maybe I don't know what 2-2, 3-3, whatever the record would be. I mean, the guy is 7-0. If he's not being a great leader, if he's not taking charge, if he's not doing anything, I don't have a problem with it. The guy is 7-0. As a matter of fact, if I was Bill Belichick, I'd be like, keep doing what you're doing. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep being a terrible leader. Keep being not making people better around you. Keep doing whatever it is you're doing until we eventually lose or we get all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that no matter what, people are always saying something about Tom Brady, and he's 7-0. It just doesn't make sense. So let's continue.
can't do that when you have a house that is worth as much as it is. You have to put that on the market if you're about to sell. But on the field matters, and I think that he's fortunate enough, in kind of the same way Aaron Rodgers was, to have that defense covering up for him. Because the narrative around Tom Brady, the conversation would be a lot different if their defense was not playing otherworldly right now, because he has not been good. He's been mediocre.
Once upon a time.
But does it matter, though? It doesn't matter how good or bad Tom Brady's doing. The fact is, he's 7-0. If he was 0-7, you guys would be dumping all over him and blaming him for everything, even if his defense was trash or whatever. But now that his defense is good and they're 7-0, you still find a reason to trash him? Nope, you got to give him the same credit you would give him if they were 0-7 And now that they're 7-0, you got to give them the same amount of credit. I just don't understand what it is with Tom Brady. It's like nobody learns. Every single year, people dump on Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, and all he does is win. And even this year's even worse because he's undefeated. It just doesn't make sense. And people still find something to talk trash about him about. It just doesn't make sense. So let's continue.
John Elway was the best quarterback in football, and he didn't win championships till the very end of his career when they got him a great running game. So it would not be the first time we've seen a great quarterback ride something else, like in this case, a defense.
Obviously, we've seen Tom Brady decline in what he can do week in and week out, but we also know he shows up in the pressure moments, whether it's a throw to Gronkowski or making sure he finds ways to win games. And what happens is if you move on from Tom Brady, where do you go? Who do you get? And I think that's a bigger question than what does Tom Brady do next year?
You're not betting against Tom.
I mean, Ryan Clark said that, like, well, who do you go to if you don't have to? Like they're really thinking about, well, you know what? We're 7-0, but Tom just doesn't seem like he's the same guy he used to be. He's not making the players better around him. So maybe we should look to get into somebody else. We need to really start looking at our backups, even though we're 7-0. I mean, you guys got to be kidding me with this commentation. You got to be kidding me. The guy is 7-0, and you guys still find something to talk trash about him, and you even remotely bring up that, well, maybe, if you don't have Tom Brady, who else could we have? You got to be kidding me. I mean, if Tom Brady's the guy he is now, and people have a problem with it because he's not a leader or he's not, making people better around him, I'd rather have him than some other player that's 2-4, and he's the best leader, and he's making everybody around him, and he's doing everything you need to do, but he's only 2-4. I'll take the guy that's the most worst quarterback in the league, but if he's 7-0, I'm going to stick with that guy and keep riding that gravy train until it falls off. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So let's continue.
Brady in a big moment in a playoff game, right? You'd be crazy.
And he doesn't have to have that many big moments because their division's so bad, their defense is so good, they're going to get a home bye, they're going to have to win one playoff game, and they're going to have the championship.
Excuse after excuse after excuse. I tell you what, maybe the first couple years when they said, oh, well, the New England Patriots, they play in the easy division and it's a cakewalk to get there. Okay, that does hold some water. But where you start to lose water and air in your cells is when he starts playing against quality teams in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl and he wins. Okay, so you may have a cakewalk, but when it starts to count, he wins and wins and wins. So I don't want to hear this garbage about, oh, it's a cakewalk. Yeah, but when it's time to play against top-notch teams, he wins all the time. Look at his stats. Look at his stats, all the teams he played against and all the division he plays against. He's well over 500. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. That's what I said. I think Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, somebody is heavily involved in a dark arts and somebody sold their soul for something to the spaghetti monster or something because the New England Patriots, they cannot lose. I don't know what it is. And I'll take back that dark arts thing. None of those guys are part of the dark arts or anything like that. I don't want to put that out there. They're just great players and great coaching. So let's continue.
Game at home, Tom's going to have to make a couple of plays at best, and they might be back in the